Hello everyone, and welcome to my GMB24 Update official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to celebrity chef Rick Stein, if he hadn't had heart surgery in 2022, he would be dead. As part of a broader conversation about his profession, the 78-year-old British restaurant talked about his medical history during his visit on Susanna Reid, who was commended for putting an end to irate Nigel Farage on GMB Good Morning Britain on Tuesday, February 25. "You underwent life-saving heart surgery a few years ago," said Susanna Reid, host of the series. "I understand your thoughts are, I'm well, I'm healthy, I look forward, but do you occasionally think, goodness me, it could have gone another way?" Stein answered, "To be honest, Susanna, I would have died if I hadn't had the operation." After experiencing dyspnea for years, Stein sought the advice of a cardiologist in 2022. He was told he would not survive without surgery after it was determined that he had a damaged aorta. The treatment was performed on Stein at the largest specialized heart and lung medical center in the United Kingdom, Royal Brompton Hospital in West London. "It's funny because after I did this interview for The Times, the guy said, 'How are you?'" Stein recalled the post-surgery situation. "And I responded, 'I'm feeling great, I have the best will in the world, but I can only live another 20 years, right?' However, they omitted the final sentence because I said, 'You know, I'm going to die.' I said, 'I'm not going to last,'" Stein continued. In response, Reid's co-host Richard Madeley said, "Well, you're still going strong." Stein and his ex-wife Jill Stein are well known for running the Stein Hotel and Restaurant. In addition, he has authored several popular cookbooks. In general, we can only benefit from other cultures coming into this country, and one of the biggest ways that we benefit is through food and dishes from all over the world, Stein stated in an interview with The Independent last year about multiculturalism and food. For instance, without Italian or Indian food, which are major components of the country's favorite dishes, where would we be in this country? "There is a small amount of annoyance on my part," he added, "because people in other nations, particularly France and the US, still consider the food in the UK to be subpar. Right now, it's perhaps among the greatest restaurants on the planet." Rick Stein has maintained a revitalized feeling of purpose in both his personal and professional life in the years following his life-saving surgery. Although his health episode in 2022 served as a sobering reminder of how fleeting life is, it also caused a significant change in his perspective. The man who had once seemed unstoppable and in charge of his own fate had faced his own mortality. Rather of running away from life's obstacles, he threw himself with unwavering resolve into new endeavors. Rick's career took an unusual turn after the surgery. With his newfound energy, he started speaking out more on the topics he was interested in, including multiculturalism in food and the diversity of British cuisine. His culinary empire grew beyond his restaurant and cookbooks because he felt a strong sense of responsibility to inspire and teach people. Stein began a new series in 2023 called Rick Stein's Culinary Legacy, in which he explored how immigrants influenced the British food scene while traveling throughout the UK and Europe. The show was popular not only because of its delicious food but also because of Stein's celebration of the various cultures that shaped British cuisine. Stein became the cultural ambassador of cuisine that brought people together, whether it was by investigating the influence of Turkish meals on London's street food scene or delving deeply into the impact of Indian spices on British curries. Stein, however, concentrated on philanthropic causes in addition to cuisine on TV. He became an advocate for funding research on heart disease as a result of his elevated public prominence. After undergoing life-threatening surgery, he felt a feeling of duty and started spreading knowledge about cardiovascular health, especially in the culinary and culinary arts. In order to promote heart-healthy meals, he collaborated with a number of charities. He even released a new cookbook titled Healthy Heart, Happy Life, which included recipes and anecdotes from his own recovery process. The book combined his passion for cooking with his recently discovered goal of raising awareness by offering a variety of dishes that promoted heart health without compromising flavor. But it wasn't just about the job. He spent more time with his family after being reminded by the procedure that time was valuable. Stein had always been a family man. He was still close to his ex-wife Jill, with whom he had co-managed his restaurant empire. In addition to their economic partnership, they had a profound grasp of each other's interests. After growing up in the restaurant industry, his two boys, Jack and Charles, had started to assume greater responsibility inside the Stein company as adults. As the family business grew organically, Rick took great delight in seeing them assume leadership positions. He frequently talked about how his family helped him stay grounded. Most significantly, Stein started to appreciate the small things in life. The near-death experience helped him become more conscious, while before he could have been engrossed in the hectic schedule of managing a busy business, producing recipes, and filming TV shows. Nothing made him happier than spending his free time with his family in Cornwall, eating a simple dinner of seafood and a bottle of white wine while reveling in life. It had always been difficult to understand when the pressure of a great profession loomed big, but there was a calm contentment in those moments, an appreciation for the now. Nature, which had long served as an inspiration for Stein's cooking, also provided him with comfort. He frequently took long walks along the rocky Cornish coast, where the sound of the waves lapping against the rocks served as a reminder of life's immensity. These times of isolation turned into a kind of meditation, allowing him to refocus and recall the reasons for his initial love for eating. He had always believed that nature was the ultimate giver, with its seasonal abundance reflecting the cycles of life. 2024 was a year of shocks. Stein received an invitation to speak at the World Food Summit in Paris, where the most prominent chefs, restaurateurs, and food critics convened to talk about sustainability, the future of food, and the worldwide issues facing the sector. One of the event's highlights was Stein's talk about the value of maintaining culinary traditions while embracing multicultural influences. He talked openly about his own experiences, pointing out that food had the ability to bring people together, cross boundaries, and heal divisions. Food is our universal language, he remarked, adding that it's important to acknowledge our similarities and appreciate our differences. On his birthday, he was sitting with his loved ones, and he couldn't help but smile at the path he had traveled. He remarked, "I should have died 2 years ago, but I didn't. And that means, I believe." Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.